can, please rise for the elders. All please be seated. For the reading of the Constitution for the Soap on the Rope. The Soap on the Rope has two elders. Its current elders are Robert William Ridley and Peter Raymond Morgan, and must be addressed as Elder Robert and Elder Peter during any conversation on current Christmas Day. When any elder passes away, the role of the next elder will be transferred to the next past recipient in chronological order from the original gifting date. Two governance members are selected or carried over from the past year. These members are elected solely by the current elders. The current governance members are Jade Allan and Shay James Ridland, as directed by the current elders. The governance members will manage the Soap on the Rope social media and website. They are also entrusted to prepare and present the Soap on the Rope to the elders before 11:50 a.m. on the 25th of December of the same year. The minimum age to become an official Soap on the Rope keeper is hereby set at 12 rotations around the sun on the 25th of December in the current year. The Soap on the Rope must reside in the care at the home premise of the longest surviving elder in chronological order from the original gifting date. Currently, the Soap on the Rope residence is 18 Dartmoor Ave in the care of Robert William Ridland, Elder Robert. The announcement of the Soap on the Rope must be at midday, 12 p.m. New Zealand Daylight Savings Time, NZDT. If the current Soap on the Rope keeper does not make the 12 p.m. announcement, they have until 3 p.m. NZDT the same Christmas Day. If the midday deadline is not achievable and the keeper does not meet the 3 p.m. NZDT timeframe, the keeper status will be transferred to the previous year's surviving keeper. The Soap on the Rope may not, under any circumstances, be gifted to yourself. Any willful damage, loss, or destruction of the Soap on the Rope will incur a $500 fine enforced by the elders before the next Christmas Day to assist with celebrations. Any destruction or loss of the Soap on the Rope due to an act of God or unnatural disaster, all family members must gather at the original gifting ground, given the premise is still owned by a family member, or a location chosen by the current elders on the following Christmas Day for a commiseration ceremony. This constitution is declared final by Elder Robert and Elder Peter on Christmas Day and the 25th anniversary 2022. The elders have any final decision on any matters arising and are the persons in charge of any Soap on the Rope correspondence if it arises. Any disputes must be in written form to the elders. Now for the reading of the declaration. The original Soap on the Rope, gifted by Diane Mavis Morgan, née Honeyfield, to Robert William Ridland, husband of Joanne Gay Ridland, née Morgan, Christmas 1997. The Beer Gut Shampoo was gifted to Robert William Ridland by Shay James Ridland, Christmas 1998. The Soap on the Rope and Beer Gut Shampoo will be passed to another direct family member with no gender bias every Christmas Day at noon. The Soap on the Rope must stay in its original box and the soap seal must remain unopened. The following recipient will become the keeper of the Soap on the Rope and Beer Gut Shampoo for the next 12 months. Please take care of these treasured gifts. Now a word from Elder Peter, the current holder of the Soap on the Rope.
This time last year, it was a very wonderful occasion when my granddaughter Quinn handed me Soap on the Rope. It's a pride and joy that I've had and cherished for the whole year, and as you'll see, I have very much looked after this as Soap on the Rope. Decisions have certainly been quite difficult this year to come up with the new holder. However, with having the Australians come and visit us for the second time, 2 Christmases in a row, and I just don't know whether they're going to be out for the third. However, I've made my decision, and this year's Soap on the Rope is going to be handed to Jade Morgan.
Didn't see this coming.
Speech.
There was a lot of soliciting going on.
So, 16 years since I've held this little bad boy, and thank you, Elder Peter, for passing it on. I'm open to any bribe from here on in, pretty much, so enjoy your Christmas, people.
Get a photo of you.
Oh, sit down in your altitude. No, that's fine. That's good.
Oh, because he.
Lovely.
Congratulations.
Sorry, people.
Well